Hello YouTube, it's Travis, the Pagan Scholar, here with a video that is going to be all over the place. I had wanted to do a tag video for Student Witch. She did a tag video from Lippy Witch from the Biophilic alternative of being comfortable in my own skin, and I think that that is a very, very important video to make, specifically because she brings up such excellent, amazing points. Student Witch is just brilliant. I mean, I wilt in comparison. I am not the scholar, she is the scholar, totally. She's in grad school, actually. But I love her work, I love her videos, and so I really wanted to do that video. However, I just hit 1,000 subscribers, and that is very gratifying, personally. I know we shouldn't invest personal gratification in external things, we should find it internally, but I am human, all too human, and that number really, does it for me. But I know that I would not have reached that number without Kellyanne bringing up an important and just absolutely crucial topic that we all need to discuss. Black Lives Matter. We all need to unpack these ideas, these things that are going on in our heads, and these things that are happening in the world around us, physically, in front of us. I know that I, as a white man, hold a lot of privilege, and that is specifically why I have not spoken out very much on Black Lives Matter. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me recap a couple of other things, and then I'll get back to that, I promise. Before I get into everything, I do also want to say that I have not forgotten about tarot and poetry. It's the exact same problem as before. I cannot find a poem that works with the chariot. I know I've asked for help in the past with finding a poem for a specific tarot card. I take every single poem that you suggest and I read them, and that helps me sort of navigate and meander through the alleys of the internet to arrive at a good poem, a new understanding and appreciation of the card. So, if you have an idea for a poem that represents the chariot, please, please, please leave it in the comments below, and you can bet that I will definitely read it. Also, as I near 0, as we count down the tarot cards to the Fool, it is coming to my attention that I'm not really sure where I want to go with this channel now. I started out reviewing books, and I need more books to review. So, that is another thing that I am reaching out to you, YouTube, to anybody who watches this video, to comment below with a book that you think would be suitable for me to review on this channel. I would love your feedback. I would love to give you the content that you want to watch and listen to. So please, if you can find, or not find, but if you know of a scholarly text, or not even scholarly, it can be an esoteric how-to book. If you have a book in mind that is a little bit more intellectual, I guess, something that I would be able to unpack and to explore critically using systematic investigation, please, please, please leave that book in the comments below. I will absolutely read the book that you suggest, and there might be a video about it. I'm actually going to start with the tag video, and from the tag video kind of blend and evolve, because everybody's playing Pokemon now, including me, into the Black Lives Matter conversation that I want to have, or contribute to, or offer my support to. Can you tell that I'm terrified of white-splaining? Tag video, comfortable in your own skin. I think that this is a very important conversation to have because, as Student Witch brought up, comfortable in your own skin doesn't necessarily mean being naked or going without makeup. For her, comfortable in her own skin meant just being clean, but also she brought up so many brilliant, brilliant topics. I'm linking the video in the description below. Please, please, please go watch it. It is 100% worth your time. She brought up the idea that there are a lot of social constructs going on, and that for some people, makeup is actually necessary because of their position. She was speaking of women, but I mean, for a lot of professionals, makeup or appearing kimped and put together is super, super necessary for their position to be taken seriously. Is that a good thing? Probably not. But that is the social construction that we are all working with, that we are all dealing with and living in the world with. For me, I am a gay man, and yes, as a man, I experience a degree of privilege that women do not. I do not have to appear kimped and put together and super model picture perfect for my job. In fact, specifically with my job, I don't give a shit about how I look at my job because I've stopped caring. However, if I were a woman, I probably would not experience that degree of privilege. I would probably have to wear makeup every single day if I were a woman in my position at my job. So I recognize there is a degree of privilege. However, oh, that's such a terrible, terrible thing to ever say in any conversation about privilege. Speaking intersectionally, I am also a gay man. I am not just a man, but I am gay. That is part of like the default setting of Travis, Pagan Scholar. As a gay man, within the gay community, there is a lot of body shaming that goes on. Yes, the gay community, and I'm speaking specifically of the gay community. I don't really, I have not experienced the lesbian community. I've not experienced the trans community. The only experience I have with them has been on the side. Conjecturally, that's probably not the right word. Secondhand, it has not been firsthand. So my firsthand experiences with the gay community has been that even though we do celebrate diversity of body types, we have bears, we have cubs, we have wolves. Wolves, yeah. There's actually a myriad of other things. We have twinks, we have jocks, we have daddies, we have leather, we have boy next door, we have all these different types. These differences actually start to compete. It is no longer a celebration of diversity, but actually a celebration of cliques. And if you don't fit in your clique, then you are no longer considered desirable. This is a problem because that puts an extreme burden upon a gay man to fit in with the mold, to be typically beautiful, to be typically aesthetically desirable, to be buff and in shape in the gym. Like, I've got this really great camera angle going on right now that makes me look super nice, but I'm actually skinny as fuck. Talking about being comfortable in my own skin, I wear a hat because I am not comfortable in my own skin. I am choosing to not wear a hat right now, but 9 times out of 10 you're going to see me in one of my beanies in these videos because that makes me feel secure, that makes me feel safe, and that makes me feel comfortable in my own skin. I almost didn't address this video because, like, I've got some, like, vanity issues going on, and I think that the gay community has kind of, I'm not blaming the gay community for my insecurities. However, the gay community does have a lot of ideas about what perfection looks like, but just as Student Witch talked about, perfection is a social construct. Like all things, insecurity and confidence, for me, for myself, wanes like the moon. Yes, I can be super confident in myself. I can, like, kick ass and take names, and I can be super proud of how I look and how I appear and be 100% comfortable in my skin. And then other times, claw out of this, like, frame that is my body, this ill-fitting skin that constrains me. I feel angular. I feel like my bones are going to pierce through this skin because I feel so wretchedly not accepted and not comfortable in my own skin. Fix my hair. Yeah, because within the gay community we are constantly reminded of the fact that we do not have perfect bodies, that we are not models, that there's always 15 more minutes that we could have put in at the gym. Yes, this speaks to my personal insecurities, my own neuroses, but I think that it's an issue within the gay community that we are not comfortable in our own skin. And the way that we remedy that is to join cliques, to join groups, to join very, very, very specific niche, however you want to say it, groups. And in a way we sort of fetishize ourselves into this very specific archetypal, or not archetypal, but very modern archetype idea of, you can't judge me for not being a sexy twink because I'm a bear. I don't know, but there's so many different cliques, and we excuse it all with this idea that there's a sexual preference that is just innately in here, or in here, and we can't be judged by that because it's hormones, when actually you can be judged by that. And that's how I'm actually going to start talking about Black Lives Matter. There have been numerous articles online about how just because you're gay, just because you're part of a liberal demographic or a progressive demographic, does not exclude you from racism. There have been a lot of very, very shitty things said on Grindr, on gay hookup apps, things that I won't say, and you know what, things that I really don't feel comfortable linking in my video to, but if you just Google racist Grindr comments, I'm pretty sure you can find it. But that's not what we're talking about. What we're talking about is the fact that just because I am a part of a minority group does not exclude me from talking about Black Lives Matter. I feel very compelled and driven to say that I stand with Black Lives Matter, but I have been silent thus far because I'm terrified of white-splaining, of saying, you know, oh, well, listen to my pain and I can identify with you. Because for a really long time, that's how I approached Black Lives Matter. That's how I approached issues of race and minority status. I thought that you're a minority, I'm a minority, we can agree on things. I want to have an intersectional conversation with you and talk about race and LGBT issues and all these other things. I saw it put best on a post from, it was like a Twitter post that got put in a Tumblr blog that got put on Facebook. I don't know, but you don't go into a cancer ward shouting, all diseases matter, all diseases need to be funded, and all diseases need to be researched. We get it. We understand that all lives matter. We understand that all body types matter. We understand that all different things, like everybody's important. Everybody is so fucking important. But right now, we're not talking about everybody. We're talking about Black Lives Matter. And we're talking about very specific disenfranchised groups of people that have experienced systematic racism. And the fact that they're finally speaking out about it and that you feel uncomfortable probably means that they're speaking truth. In fact, it doesn't probably mean, it does mean that they are speaking truth. It really fucking hurts when your privilege is questioned. I get called out online because I'm trying to defend Black Lives Matter and then somebody will be like, hey, maybe you should shut up, maybe you should listen. And I'm like, oh fuck, I did it again. And when it first started happening, I got really angry, and I did not like that. Because I'm not an angry person, I'm a scholar. Scholars are very easily, like, we can sweep everything under the rug and we can say, well, you know, I'm not involved with that. You know, we shouldn't have this heated argument. Come back to me when you're level-headed enough to talk about this, because I'm a scholar, I'm an intellectual, and this is what we're going to talk about, logically. We can't dismiss out of hand the pathos of an argument. We can't we can't tone shame people, because this is a lived experience, and we need to listen to their narrative. We need to experience their pain as much as we can, and also admit that we can never experience their pain to the full extent that they do. This is hermeneutics, actually. This is, like, my deal. And I never thought that I would be talking about hermeneutics and race, but that's the beauty of continuing to learn and of engaging with the community. I have been terrified of speaking out on this topic, but Kellyanne always just kicks me in the ass and is like, you know what, maybe you should second guess your assumptions and your securities, and maybe you should actually engage in a conversation. Maybe you should pay attention to your shadow. Maybe you aren't hot shit. Maybe you still have things to learn. Yeah, I don't know how much any of that made any sense, but I am very invigorated and, oh my god, I've been filming for 10 minutes in one take. Okay, so this conversation will continue. This conversation will continue to unfold and unpack. What I really want to talk about is I want to do a giveaway. I want to do a giveaway because I've reached 1,000 subscribers. Thanks to the love and support, not love, I mean, I'm not going to assume anybody loves me, but support of other YouTubers. I know that I could not have done this without my subscribers engaging with me and promoting me and telling me, you know, what they would like to see on my channel, and other YouTubers sharing my videos, talking about me on their channels, just as I love to talk about them on my channel. So this is what I want to do. I actually like to craft, believe it or not. I like to, let me just show you. Okay. This is a box that I bought at Michael's, and I have covered it with text from this. Okay, no books were harmed in the making of this box. However, yeah, in college, instead of buying the book that would only be used for one semester and then thrown out, I actually just downloaded them illegally. And I always kept them around, but you know what? I'm never going to read The Republic again. Instead, I Mod Podged the fuck out of this box, and what I want to do is fill it with Travis the Pagan Scholar's version of witchy supplies, of pagan supplies. I have a very unique spirituality, I think. I mean, everybody has a unique spirituality, but my spirituality is influenced by metaphor, it is influenced by poetry, and instead of, I don't know really what I'm going to send you, but it will be filled with lots of really cool things. I've got, wow, this looks like drugs. This looks like drugs really, really badly, but this is ground up rose leaves, not petals, rose leaves, and it's an incredible pigment. It's really green, like it's super cool. And so that's like, I don't know, something you could do for a spell. I've got patience dust, patience powder. This is actually incense dust. That's really all it is. But the metaphor behind that is, you know, give me patience, grant me patience. What is patient? Watching an incense stick burn all the way down. And what is left? This dust. So maybe you can anoint yourself with it or something. And I work in a jewelry store, and sometimes we've got, you know, gems lying around that we're not going to use anymore. God, if that isn't just terrible. No, but I've got a couple of gemstones that I can give you guys. Some turquoise. Turquoise is lovely. I love turquoise, but my jeweler doesn't really care for it. I've got some tiger's eye, some jade. I think I've got, sorry, anyways, I have this stuff. I've got some oils that I've made, and I've got incense from Nadia, Lady Jane's Bewitchery. That's going to be in the box. So basically, if you would like to receive this box of Travis the Pagan Scholar paradigmed witchy goodness, then comment. Please comment below what you would like to see a video of. Is there a book that you want me to review? Is there a poem that you think that would be helpful for a future video? Is there a video that you would like to see me do a response to? Is there, what was another thing that I thought of? Is there a tag that you would like to see me do? Is there a video that you would like me to better explain, because I'm always kind of scattered and all over the place? So yeah, is there anything that you would like to see me reproduce or to produce and put on the internet for you? Guys, thank you so much, so much for watching. I'm gonna keep the drawing up for a week, I guess. I'm going to be talking about it on Twitter and on Facebook and on Instagram. Yeah, I'm on Instagram now. That's kind of weird, but I guess I was a photographer in my past life, and I'm having a lot of fun with it. So a like is appreciated, a subscription even more so, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. And as always, merry meet, merry part, Black Lives Matter, and merry meet again.